Hi everyone and welcome to this video playlist all about your sign. Each week I'll be revealing 3 more pairs of your spread, so that's 7 weeks of content. Join me each week for the next part. So in today's reading, we are going to be looking at the physical self, the emotional self, the influences of others, the intellectual side of your reading, and your hopes, wishes and fears. So let's get going. In your physical self, it feels as if you have valued yourself within projects. And within the projects that you are manifesting, you are making sure that you are bridging a gap to make sure that there is growth. Now, this is to do with the value of who you are as a person, and that's in all things physical. It's all your actions, it's everything that you are making happen. I even feel it's in your daily routine. Your daily routine is showing that you are in a place where you are capable of nurturing yourself, allowing yourself that growth. Even within your personal life, I feel that this is very, very important. Because your cards here are actually suggesting that emotionally, when it comes to things that you want to happen in a very serious way, you care very, very deeply, and you go digging very, very deeply to find the answers in yourself. This is about the things that you want to happen. 2 things, in fact. Okay? I feel that this is work, and I feel that this is family and personal life. And within the family and the personal life, you're wanting harmony and balance. You don't want to be a slave to work or finance or things that you have to do that keep you suspended or fixed or held back. You want the freedom to be able to live anywhere that you choose. That comes out from here. And you are in a position of saying you will be the person that makes this happen. Okay? So dreams do come true. You know, we've got that here. And you're making revolutionary changes. Those revolutionary changes you're taking very, very seriously. Sometimes work can actually cause you to feel a little bit low, a little bit down, a little bit sort of hard done by. Probably because you are making a lot of sacrifices, because you know the final outcome is so going to be worth it, as we know here. But do take care that, particularly around the full moon, I feel that this feeling of being overwhelmed emotionally, probably by your projects, actually make you feel as if emotionally you can focus a little bit more on your fears, that can kind of make you have a lack of courage, or you know, maybe you're feeling that you should just chuck this all in and kind of go back to what you know. Okay, but no, your cards are saying you have the strength and the courage to begin this unique project. You know, you've thought things through. We all get a little bit down. When you're feeling affected emotionally, as if everything's getting on top of you and it's highlighting the fears, and your perception of things is kind of making you feel as if everything's a little bit too serious, you need to make sure that you are still valuing and nurturing yourself. Now, because of the cards that we've got here, it's telling you to look after your physical self. So that's exercise, that's your appearance, that's the food that you're eating. You know, value yourself, you know, give yourself the very best. The best salad that you can actually make, the freshest of vegetables, ingredients of what you're going to actually have to eat. And make sure that you are elegant and that you care about your appearance. Even if you're not going to see anybody, do it for you, okay? Creams, moisturizers, spas, lotions, long time in the shower. Pay attention to your physical appearance. Pay attention to your physical self. You know, make sure that you're hydrating inside and outside. Nothing nicer than being able to have a wonderful experience of feeling cleansed, refreshed. Even in your physical environment, it may be nice to actually feel that it reflects who you are. So this can be something in your home that you either move around, you know, a little bit of feng shui going on there, clear the energy. Some saging, some smudging, you know, a deep sort of blessing of the house. Something here that shows that you care about your environment and you want it to reflect back at you so that you don't feel a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit saddened by the fact that things feel a little bit too serious, and maybe, you know, you've made a mistake and it's a little bit too difficult at times, so it can have an impact upon your well-being. I feel that these times are really important to pay attention to this key area. In your mental self, which is also our hopes, wishes and fears, the High Priestess and the Four of Swords, okay? That's your perception, and it's also your intuition. Sometimes you can overthink, and by overthinking it can cause this. The Four of Swords is where you actually feel that you are feeling nothing, you know? Oh, I can't think, I've gone blank. So overthinking can then lead to stagnation of feeling that there are no thoughts rolling around, that you haven't come up with any new ideas, that you are in a place of not being able to use your intellect to be logical. That's the time to meditate. That's the time to do nothing. That's here as well. That's where you need to just go and change what you're doing, who you're doing it with, walk away and do nothing, and allow the information to come from your higher self, which is your intuition, your perception of things, and maybe some meditation. You know, guided visualization could be a real important factor to helping you feel that you are still nurturing yourself, because that rest where you can visualize, where you can meditate, can have a fantastic effect upon your physical well-being, your emotional self, and your intellect, your mental self. So this is about valuing yourself, because if you don't, who's going to? You know, friends and family are busy trying to actually keep all the balls juggling themselves. That shows here. You know, they've got enough on their plate sometimes. When you're in a good place, everybody wants to come together, and then we have these joyful times where we can share meals together, where we can plan where we're going to go, who we're going to see, what languages we're going to hear or learn, what foods that are different that we're going to taste. That all comes in here in the foundation of your reading. Cultures, long distance travel, experimenting by working in different places, living in different countries, learning different languages, maybe even moving to a different region or a different province or a different county, this kind of thing. It's very important that you have a feeling that you are in control of all of this. So thank you for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed today's reading, and until next time, when I hope you'll join me for the rest of your cards. Bye for now.